Gather around, my friends, and let me tell you the story of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. One day, John, a friend of Jesus, had a special vision while he was on the island of Patmos. He saw a door open in heaven, and he heard a voice that said, "Come up here." John was taken to see amazing things. He saw the Lamb, Jesus, opening a scroll with 7 seals. As each seal was opened, something incredible happened. When the first seal was opened, John saw a white horse. The rider on the white horse had a bow and was given a crown. This rider went out to conquer, and many believed that this horseman brought peace and victory. Can you imagine riding a horse across the land, spreading peace and hope? When the second seal was opened, John saw a red horse. The rider on the red horse was given a great sword, and he took peace from the earth. People began to fight and kill each other. This horseman reminded everyone of the dangers of conflict and the importance of peace. What do you think it would be like to see a red horse with a rider holding a sword? When the third seal was opened, John saw a black horse. The rider on the black horse held a pair of scales, and he announced that food would be very expensive. The horseman symbolizes hunger and famine. This was a time when people struggled to find enough to eat. Can you imagine what it would be like to see a black horse with scales, measuring out food? Finally, when the fourth seal was opened, John saw a pale horse. The rider on the pale horse was named Death, and Hades followed him. They were given the power to kill a fourth of the earth with sword, famine, plague, and wild beasts. This horseman showed the serious consequences of the lack of peace and food. What do you think it would be like to see a pale horse with a rider named Death? The vision of the four horsemen was a powerful reminder of the things that can happen when there is no peace, food, or safety. Each horseman brought a message that showed the importance of living in harmony, having enough to eat, and staying safe. These horsemen reminded people to take care of each other and to strive for a world where everyone can live in peace and plenty. As John continued to see his vision, he heard the cries of people who were suffering. They asked God how long they had to wait for justice and peace. A voice answered them, telling them to wait a little longer until the full number of their fellow servants, brothers, and sisters, who were to be killed as they had been, was completed. This part of the vision showed the importance of standing up for what is right and helping those who are in need. John saw something wonderful after seeing the four horsemen and the cries for justice. He saw people from every nation, tribe, people, and language, standing before the throne of God. They wore white robes, held palm branches, and praised God. They said, "Salvation belongs to our God, who sits on the throne, and to the Lamb." This vision showed that one day, everyone would be united in worship and peace with God. Thank you for listening to my story of the four horsemen. This story teaches us about the importance of peace, food, and safety for everyone. Always strive to help others and work towards a world where everyone can live in harmony and joy. Keep your heart full of hope and kindness.